brave men have walked their way from Boston to Albany, New York. The British are holding this massive fortress, and our goal by the end of this battle is just to exchange that British flag and put our own. How are we going to do that? We're going to apply our strategy. We're going to use the cannons to break the walls. Then our brave soldiers are going to walk and open fire against the enemy. Before the battle began, I gave the enemy the opportunity to surrender. They refused. So, yeah, that's gonna be a fact to take into account. All right. So, let's begin firing those cannons. I don't have a general specifically. I don't know how this is gonna go in. I don't know if this is really well. I'm not sure if the cannons are bad positioned or something. Nope, they're not. They're hitting where we need. We can see the enemies or our rivals up in the top of the hill of the fort. They're just waiting for their destiny. They had such a small garrison that I requested surrender because I felt bad for these guys. But it seemed they didn't care. They're running. I can see them running on the top. Yeah, and the one part of the wall is just falling off. That's why they're running. I would be running as well. I'm not sure if I think just one part of the wall is gonna be fine, but maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit one part. Yeah, we're 63%. That part of the wall is not gonna hold. They are already abandoning positions. Yeah, some of them are gonna be waiting for us at this part. Okay, now we are at 87%. This is about to fall in. Now, I'm not sure if this is gonna open the wall. I'm not sure if I should have been hitting this side. We're gonna try to test that because this looks like really robust. But maybe that will help us just to have another flank, you know. 96%. I think the part that we should be destroying is this one. And we're waiting for it. Really calm. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be really easy, although I can see like a little passage here. I don't know if we can take that. Yeah, we can. It seems we can. All right. I mean, yeah, of course we can. I always knew this. And of course, now we have a clear way. Probably we're sending too many men to take that position, but most of these troops have never seen combat. We're gonna try to create like kind of a mix for them to just be able to do this, right? Alright, good luck everyone. I think we can move. The enemy, I assume they're gonna be trying to position themselves right through the entrance. Yeah, now we can see where we're gonna. Now we can see where we're gonna be entering this spot. Probably it's gonna be a battle within these tunnels. I've never seen this before, honestly. I've been streaming these games for a while, and I've never seen this. Yeah, these guys confirming this. They can go like in those little tunnels. Some units fell from that spot. Some are crossing. Yeah, I can do this. All right, we are approaching. Good thing about this Total War is that the fortresses have no immediate automatic defenses, so we can walk without any problems. And of course, if we manage to win this battle, we're gonna be having a really beautiful fort. But we're gonna have to repair this. The enemy is just in the entrance of that fallen segment of the wall. So taking a fort was always really complicated. Good thing the garrison here was really small. Otherwise, right now we would be probably receiving fire from those walls, but we can walk easily. And this is like a high-level fort because it has these external parts. They also have cannons. They're firing. Start climbing this spot. Yes. Here you go. We throw those ropes. We're about to begin to fire, so everybody stay calm. Our men are already climbing up the wall. And let's begin. Try to fire them from the distance. I think that's our best move. Maybe gain some experience first. Yeah, and these are armed citizens. They are not prepared. They don't know what they're doing. And of course, behind these walls, we're gonna have some company. So I'm gonna let the unexperienced troops fire a bit more, and then we can let the more experienced troops go and fight hand to hand. So we're gonna prepare that. Our troops up here are already in position. But of course, the British are gonna try to take back this fort, and I need the best garrison. I need men with experience. Meant to know what needs to fire. I think we're receiving some. Everyone is just like reloading, like come on, we have to go quick. And I think that was really complex because, you know, charging the musket used to take a while, and you could probably think that the rival was gonna be doing the same thing or even firing at you. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can position some troops using this wooden bridge. We have to be really careful because they're firing at us. Even still, I think it was a really bad move from them because out here they're just losing their advantage. Probably they're gonna try to charge against. And these are the cannons that are fired. These are the cannons that are firing for us. So I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna risk anyone. I think they were retreating. It seems like it. We're gonna leave them run. And now it's time for the rest of the units to start moving in. So good job to those unexperienced people, but we're gonna need to start running. Yeah, none of these troops gained too much experience, but at least now they know what it's to fire against the enemy. Of course, you always want to try to let the unexperienced troops have a bit of experience. Like, do not risk them too much, and then just, you know, let them see what battle was about, because that's gonna mean something. We're gonna split our troops. I'm gonna hit one troop towards the other tunnel while we fight in this one. Of course, they're not gonna make it easy for us. One troop is already in position. We're gonna let our men start approaching the cannon line from different spots. We need to be really careful at this point. We have made it. And now our men are gonna come and help us. Of course, I'm eager to begin this experience live stream. Of course, with everyone just making decisions. I want this to be like an interactive experience so that everyone can have a word in what's going to happen in the battlefield. Because that was the way most of the time. Of course, you would have a commander or a lieutenant in your unit, but the men are also thinking beings, and they had to make their choices. So I believe this video should become that. And of course, I have successfully done that with other channels, but I just wanna do this right. Okay, good job, everyone. We have made this. So now we're gonna start approaching our rival. Some of our troops are just climbing down the walls. It can always prove that you have to be careful and that you can learn something new. I didn't know that you could actually run through these tunnels, so we gained that experience. So it doesn't matter if you're gonna win the battle or lose it. The important part of all was trying to gain as much information as you possibly can, like learn a lot from every win and from every loss, because I think every time you learn, you're always winning. It doesn't matter. So we're approaching the final position. We're gonna hold this really great fort. This is gonna hold right against the British, and of course for the next time we're gonna be ready. Good job, everyone. I think we executed a really wonderful strategy. It was a really interesting operation, and of course this time it's gonna be our flag, the 13 colonies, the Continental Army. We still have a long journey ahead of us, but I believe it's gonna be the right one. And of course we will honor the men who fell in these wars. They tried to protect their ideals from both sides, but of course freedom and liberty are always gonna be on top of everything. So it's gonna be a new age for this channel, and thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully I'll see you on live stream really short period. So yeah, great job everyone. We did it. And of course, narrating for you, Game Per Box. Thank you very much. See you on the next one.